Hi friends, how are you? Once again I am welcoming to all of you to Dr. A B JENA classes. And this is Dr. Arkaman Jena, Senior Assistant Professor, PG Department of Business Management, Fakirimoni University, Besa Bihar, Balasur, Odisha. So today we are going to discuss what is the difference between the savings and investment. So this discussion will not be helpful for the academic purposes, but also for the exemption purposes also. So it's directly and indirectly it's also associated with our life. So without delay, we'll start our discussion. What is the basic difference between the savings and investment? And always now there is always everywhere that is the talking. So about the savings and investment. Okay. So why I am telling only the savings and investments are right now, or nowadays only the savings and investments are good friend, or we can say so savings and investments are the better friends for us, as well as we can say the savings as well as the investments are the best friend for us, because so nobody is interested to die as well as nobody is interested to give, and everybody is interested to live forever as well as everybody is interested to receive everything. Okay, so these are some the wording I have collected from the internet as well as from the books. Yes, savings and investment. So before discussion our academic journey, I am requesting to all of you kindly take the screenshot. Yes, friends. Yes. So when there is something to care for you, and who will care? Who will care? Only, so there is no worries. Only the savings and investment will avoid or eliminate the worries as well as will take care of our the financial needs or the economic needs. Second one, let's say the wording sentence, select something who will stand by you. Who will stand by you? Only the savings and investment. Only the savings and investment will always stand in favor of you in the case of difficult times. Right now, what is the cost of education? What is the cost of medical, and what are the and other costs? Okay, so it's out of our the mind or the imagination. So that's why the inflation is there. So right now, so we are all more or less we are influenced by the inflation. So later we will discuss what is the meaning of inflation. Yes. So next, saving is wise. Saving is always treated as the wise, but investing or investment is always profitable. And if we never save the money, if we will not save the money, as well as if we will not invest the money, then what will be the consequences? We will always be poor. We will always be poor, and whatever the matter, no matter how much we are. Suppose you are earning per month, it's 1 lakh. If you will not save or invest, so in this situation, we may be treated as the poor. So dear friends, choice is yours. Choice is yours. So whether you will go for the savings or the investment, but I will advise you, I will suggest you, I will recommend you, you will go for always for the investment. So whatever your earnings, so minimum 20 to 30% you have to save or you have to invest. Let's take an example. So you are earning per month, it's say rupees 1 lakh. So how much? At least you have to 20,000 or 30,000. You must or you should save, as well as you must invest. So you have to maintain the portfolio. Yes, according to your financial requirements. Yes. So always you have to remember, if we never save the money, as well as if we never invest the money, we will be treated as, or we will always be the poor, as well as whatever our earnings, whether it may be our earnings per month, it's 1 lakh, 2 lakh or whatever. And dear friends, So only you may earn the more money, you may not be the rich person in future, but it's guaranteed if you will go for, or always you will save and invest, and tomorrow you can be the rich person. So it's guaranteed. Yes, dear friends. So I will advise, I will suggest you will always, after getting your earnings, I mean the salary, after getting the job, you will get the salary. So you will must save and invest a minimum how much? It's that is 20 to 30%. 20 to 30% you must save and invest. Then your future will be very, very bright, and your future will be outstanding so far as the economic and the financial positions. Okay, so you have to maintain the financial planning. So our objective is here to that we have to make the planning for the future, so that in future you will get the economic as well as the financial, that is the psychological satisfaction, that tomorrow you will not face the any monetary problem. Okay, dear friends, so I have written the 10 basis of comparison. By taking into the 10 basis of comparison, easily we can distinguish between the savings and investments. Yes, first one is what is the meaning of a saving. So saving refers to keeping the money than that of spending to meet some specific financial goals in near futures. Yes. So what is the meaning of investment? Investment refers to buying the assets. So buying the assets. So buying the assets. So normally assets are divided in two parts. That is the physical assets, and the second one is that is the financial asset. So physical assets, it may be the property, it may be the land, it may be the building, okay, or it may be the your vehicle. But the financial assets, so these are the shares, debenture, mutual fund, like this. Okay. So normally the assets are divided in two parts. First one is that is the financial assets, and second one is that is the physical assets. Yes. Now come to the second one. What is the period of savings? So normally the savings period is that is the short period. It is less than 3 years in some extent. So it is okay. It can be 3 to 5 years. But in the case of investment, investment time period is that is the longer period or the long period. It's normally more than the 3 years or more than 3 years. Yes. Next one. What are the goals of the savings and investment? The goals of savings for it's that is the short-term financial goals. Short-term financial goals. So here the savings can be helpful, okay, to discharge or perform the smaller activities to be done which is in near future. But whereas so the investment goal is that is the long-term financial goal to achieve the major activities like the children education and marriage ceremony, etc. And next one, the basis of comparison is the safety. Safety is very, very vital with regard to not only the savings as well as the investment, because okay, so we have the hard earning money. So whatever our investments or the savings, so always we must secure that our investment or savings are fully protected. Yes. Then in a savings, okay, in the case of savings, safe keeping the money like this. So we are keeping the money in where the banks, post office, or we are purchasing some financial instruments. So that's why. So these savings are okay. So kept in fully safe with regard to keeping the money, whereas the investment, it's a that is investment multiplies the money. Next one, it's the return. Yes, definitely when we are savings or investing, so definitely our motto will be what? The what would be the return. Yes, so far as the savings is concerned, savings gives the less return. So normally right now it's that is the saving 7 to 8%, and maximum it's the return will be maximum will be 8%, because in the case of post office right now, Sukanya one Jojana that is being given by the government of India. So it's I think the rate of interest is that is the 7.8 or 7.1 something. Kindly you verify in the net. But in the case of investment will give the more return. It's normally it's more than 8%. Yes. Next one is that is beating the inflation. So beating the inflation, savings cannot beat the inflation. Whereas, so investment can beat the inflation. What is the meaning of inflation, dear friends? Okay, inflation, it is the rate at which, again I am repeating, inflation, it is the rate at which the value of the currency is falling down and the general level of prices for the goods and services is rising up. Right now, so so far as it's the inflation of India, it's more than 6%. So that's why, okay, all the savings, okay, they may not get the same return. So in some savings instruments you will get for 5% or 6%, 5.5% like this. So that's why the savings cannot beat the inflation, whereas the investment can beat easily the inflation. Okay, so that's why it's very, very important. So day by day, that is the general levels of prices, goods and services are in a increasing trend. So we are purchasing, we are consuming the goods and services. You know better. Okay. Next one, on basis of comparison, it's the risk. So far as the risk is concerned, so savings is having with low or the least risk, and if the risk will be low, then the return will be low. Okay, suppose you will make the FD in post office or the bank, so its return is guaranteed, and its the return is also low. So that's why the risk is low or least, and as well as the risk is there will be the low return. And in the case of investment, so there will be the high risk. If there will be the high risk, definitely the investor will get the high return or high, okay, or the more reward out of the investments. Yes. Next one is it's the liquidity. So liquidity in savings have the more or the high liquidity as compared to the investment. And in the case of liquidity in investment is low and withdrawal facility. Yes. So tomorrow is nobody can give the guarantee what would be happen tomorrow. If tomorrow you will have the financial requirements, but in the case of savings, the savers you can withdraw at any time. Okay. But in the case of investment, the investors cannot withdraw the investment at any time, because the lock-in period is there. You have to wait the lock-in period. After over the lock-in period, you can withdraw. Yes. Last but not the least, what are the examples of savings and what are the examples of investment? Okay, FD stands for fixed deposit. RD, it stands for recurring deposits in banks, post office, some money market instruments. So money market instruments, it means that is the certificate of deposits, commercial paper, etc. So these are the popular examples of savings. And the investments, so these are the stocks. So buying of shares and debentures, bond, real estate, mutual funds, gold also. It can be the gold also can be the examples of investment. So these are all today's discussion. So I am hopeful you have learned a lot. So I will advise, I will appeal, I will suggest you, and you should save more and more, as well as you should invest more and more in where? In the stock, bond, real estate or mutual fund, etc. If you like this video lecture, kindly you subscribe it, kindly you share it, kindly you forward it. If anything is left, kindly just give your views or idea, or you will drop in comment box. So once again, thanks a lot to all of you.